the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And now, please welcome your Pittsburgh Steelers.
On the visiting sideline, their head coach. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And able to get this out to the 25. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Off the play fake. Edwards. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup.
Off play action. Edwards. But he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Number 36, incomplete. Brings up third down and 6.
Edwards from the gun on third down. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led him to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
A shotgun snap for Smith. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On first down, Maxwell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's a gain of 3.
From the gun on third down, Smith. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Edwards. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because
that's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Now the try here for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Edwards. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Bengals.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the bootleg, Edwards. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Edwards. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just match protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. He might be being set up here for a busy ball game. Already 2 kicks here in the 1st quarter, and he's knocked both through the posts.
And for now, you know they'll be happy getting those 3 points. But what they really want is to find a way for them to kick extra points instead of field goals.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but it's fair to say this defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That one taken in by Neighbors. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
Neighbors. Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Up the middle they go. It's Maxwell. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
That's good for us.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Maxwell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it as we resume action. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game. Where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. The Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Edwards. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
13 yards. And the Bengals first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That went out wide and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
2nd and 16. Smith. He finds his man, complete. That's Maxwell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 43, here's 2nd down at a yard. Smith now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Steelers first down.
Here's Smith. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd and 11.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, here's Smith. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
At the 6-yard line.
Again, Smith. And he's got his man on the out route. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Back to throw, Smith. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
The goal line. 4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Smith keeps it on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving it 12 on the season. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now Edwards. From the gun, he'll throw.
Edwards pass. Complete to number 83. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Edwards. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
The Steelers' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Throwing is Smith. Throw out wide is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
To throw is Smith. And that's caught inside the 35. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Play action. It's Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Smith. Now he's going to step up and run. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Maxwell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Smith. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
It's 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
4 brings up 3rd and 10.
Now Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Edwards. And he comes back with one complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Again, he'll drop to throw. A throw out wide going to be incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
13 yards on the play.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Steelers take
The
over
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Throwing to start the drive. Smith. The beautiful fake. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Maxwell. he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
Our tour around the NFL starts now. At Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, the Colts at home to take on the Jags in the AFC South. And this is the Colts wideout. A deep shot downfield, and he's right there to look it in, and they're not gonna get him. 80 yards on the catch and run for the touchdown. The Colts have won 2 straight since the Week 2 loss. They go to 3-1 with the victory. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And here is the running back. He's going to hustle his way to the end zone, 10 yards on the touchdown. The Bucs are now 4-0. What a first month as they continue to roll. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Looking to put a drive together.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Shamar Stewart just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Looking to throw. Smith. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he fends him off. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Up the middle they go. It's Maxwell.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Out of the gun, Smith. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Smith.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Edwards. Throwing to start the drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake. Edwards. Got a man and he hits him in stride. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Well, he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
12 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Smith. And he rifles one incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Smith.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throw left side complete to Chase. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steelers' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Now Hall to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At the 29-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
That check down complete to Hall. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up
now Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's still on his feet. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Operating from the gun. Smith. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down.
Off play action. Edwards. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And
the Bengals first down.
And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Edwards. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd
out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
It's a gain of 31 yards. That's another Bengals.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
15-yard line.
Looking to throw. Edwards. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Edwards pass.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Edwards. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Looking to put a drive together. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And this one is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Able to get away. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
The Bengals offense returns to the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Nice little juke. And they
get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw.
Edwards. Right side, he has Johnston.
And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
Let's see how they respond now. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Hall again. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 3rd and 12.
Smith. Over the middle of the traffic, and that's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this one is right through.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Edwards.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Hall. 20 down the left sideline. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively, defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to.
This is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Steelers, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.